No one got that reference, and I'm fine with
I
it.
haven't though.
I just hit start recording. That's why I said 1 second.
I was. Hold on. Y'all were
Butters,
gonna
gosh dang,
start
I said 1
without
second so I could start the recording. No!
Y'all were gonna
Mwah.
start without me. I'm so offended.
No, well, we weren't going to start without you. But
You
hello,
literally
everyone!
just started the recording.
Ignoring all that. Hello, everyone. Welcome back with What Team Comp. I'm your host, the Uncommon Guru. Say hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
We've got a whole group of beautiful, lovely people. We are a dysfunctional family. That is Butters. We have Emmy. We have Madrina. We have Paris. We have Oz. We have the professional idiot that is myself. Mwah, love you all. And you guys ready to hop on in?
Yeah, sure. And
I'm ready.
by the way, I just noticed that as a trend in your games.
What?
In your games, I'm a bird, I'm a cat, and I'm an octopus.
Yeah.
Where are you? Wait,
Cheshire cat.
wait. Oh, I thought you meant like his species. I'm sitting here like, what?
No, he has a lot of
Talon
symbol.
is an octopi species.
He has a lot of symbolism, is what he's saying.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay, when you say you have a bird and you're literally a bird, I immediately just latched on to the.
No, he has a bird familiar. Remember?
Oh right.
Yeah. No
Let
worries.
us go.
Yeah, so when last we left our group of adventuring, intrepid heroes, they had made their way out of the pyramid. Finally getting a chance to catch a breather, rest and relax, they saw a group of clerics and, after a slight altercation with them, watched them be sent on their way. Deciding to try and reconvene with them, try and set things straight and set things right, Elisha attempted to race after them, but found that the Thickbrush Forest is not kind to those who are traversing through it, as it has a winding paths that literally will swap where you are or where you're going, and make it near impossible for you to actually find your way unless you have some manner of way to pierce through that. Karg, Ellie, and Dove raced after her with Kaleido and Cheshire taking a little bit of a nap, watching the clouds roll by while the rest of them ran back. As they reconvened and were about to head back, they heard the roar of another not colossal, but huge Tyrannosaurus Rex coming from the forest to give chase, covered with thick bark-like skin. Before they lost sight of it completely, they heard a secondary roar as they turned and for a moment were in complete stillness as they watched a green dragon emerge from the forest, start tearing into this Tyrannosaurus Rex, and the last image they saw of these two creatures was the dragon breathing poisonous mist into the T-Rex's face. Racing along to get as far away from that as possible, they have caught up to the cart, they are hopping aboard, and they are once again reunited with the caravan. So, as you are all finally at a place where you can rest, relax, and start getting your bearings on everything currently going on with yourselves, what would you like to do?
Question: Am I still dying?
Am I still talking?
Why are you still dying?
Cause we ran for 2 hours and I rolled an at one on my fiance.
You are being carried essentially.
Yeah, you car
and-
just picked you up like no.
Oh yeah, and then Ellie was rubbing my stomach. Then
Yes.
I
Rub the
remembered
belly.
that.
Grab the belly.
Rubbing
Yes.
the top of me.
Basically, you said Kaleido just went to sleep. She
Yeah.
started freaking out. Okay, making sure.
No.
Yeah. She took a nap.
Long resting, boys. We're getting all my spell slots back. Hell yeah.
Yes, this one you're getting all your spell slots back because it's a
Yeah.
long rest.
I'm talking to the dwarf.
The blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
I'm trying to see if I can persuade him to tell me certain tricks of the trade, or if he knows how I can get a more powerful weapon, or where.
Okay, are you trying to trick him or are you trying to persuade him? That's
Persuade.
Okay, persuade. So
Tricks
what are you
of the
saying?
trade, like smithings and such. Pretty much like asking him, is there any place where I could potentially get a more powerful weapon than this? Is there any place you would know of that would be able to make a more powerful weapon? Are there any tricks that would make it easier to speed up the process of making weapons and armor, those kinds of things?
Garn just kind of laughs as he leans back. You're like, I imagine you being like eager, excited, like, yes, yes, please, weapons of destruction, please.
Basically.
Just me imagining with you. He kind of taps his chin thoughtfully. You're looking for tricks of the trade. I want to tell you this: speeding it up, you don't want to do that. It's not exactly, well, from what I've heard at least, it's not exactly an easy process. My cousin actually makes a few of them, well, in his spare time, but he's also over in Hellison. It's to the north, past the mountain range. Got to keep going. It's known for its fine craftsmanship, but if I were you, I'd be careful. Even the bandits are supposed to be rugged and tough, and having stolen some of the items that others have made, very, very dangerous. Now, if you're looking to make it yourself, I mean, I don't know how long it takes. I mean, if you know the right way to make it, and you know the right way to forge it, you know the right way to get the right ingredients for it, there's a whole bunch of different ways to do it, different ways to make it. I can only give you so much.
Fair enough. I mean, all I wanted was tips, but if you can't tell me any tips, or if I just need to be, the way I am, then that's just how it has to be.
Of course, and like I said, I mean, if you know how to forge it, that's fine. I myself, I'm not one who forges it. I mean, and those who generally tend to know how to forge it, they ain't been talking to me about it.
I know how to forge.
Hmm?
She said, I know how to forge. She looks slightly confused on what he means.
Meaning that if you're trying to make something, kind of reaches over and taps her weapon, more powerful than something like that, you're going to need someone who can make the weapon from scratch to make sure that
I can.
Hold on. I know you can. I can do that too. But I'm not arcanically inclined to be able to actually make it stronger than the weapon you currently have. You get what I'm saying now?
Oh, so I need someone who knows magic.
Yes, and they have to know how it's supposed to be worked into the forging. Essentially,
I think I know someone.
If you know someone, please, by all means.
She points to Karg.
Kind of leans out. Karg's like just chatting with someone else. Looks over, just like hesitant wave, just hi. I glance at him like, do you think he knows the secret recipes of it?
He could probably do it with wood. He's the person who made the hilt to my axe. So he might be able to do it with hilts and stuff. Since he knows magic and he knows how to make stuff out of wood.
With hilts, it's quite likely he could. I mean, it's quite possible he'd be able to learn some of the other stuff. He would just need you to do the actual forging rather than leave it up to chance, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, again, if he knows what he's doing, and you trust him.
I don't think he would try to kill me.
I meant more in the sense that, you trust him to be able to make it. I'm not saying that he's trying to I'm not going to insinuate that about you. I don't want that. No, I'm not doing that. Had enough trouble with my uncle who tried to do that, and he ended up in the chopping block.
Literally or figuratively?
Oh no, the chopping block is a fight ring, where you have to fight against creatures until you either win and get out, or you die.
Her eyes are sparkling. Sounds cool.
Yeah, no long rest.
Where is it?
It's back up in Hellison. I will
She
spell that
is
for you, by
off
the way.
the cart and over the cart. Can we go to Hellison?
I think we had another thing we were doing first. I mean, I don't see what.
After.
at some point. We at some point we can look into this.
They have a place where they fight animals. Like big monster animals.
You are currently sleeping, yes. So, we'll look into it, and I don't know what you're referring to specifically, but I'm gonna just take your word on that.
The dwarf told me. In Hellston they have what was it called again?
Question.
Chopping block.
Cheshire?
You said you were asleep, didn't you?
No, Cheshire's asleep. He's still technically his shift to be quote unquote watching.
Roll a history check.
Uno momento, por favor.
No problemo.
Oh wait, can I use my home dice or no?
I'll allow you to use your home dice. I let
Give me 2 seconds.
Oz do
Give me
it
5
too.
seconds.
Just type it. Make sure you type it into the chat. And voice it, because obviously I need that.
Animals or monsters? I'm sorry. I'm writing down notes.
Monsters, and in some cases, other gladiators.
Also, Oz wants to know if she's sleeping.
Yes, I said she was.
Yeah,
sleeping.
he answered, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No worries. You just wanted to make sure she was heard.
Okay. That's a 4 in total, Chief.
Nah,
That just choked.
It's probably just a dwarvish thing then.
Am I overhearing this conversation?
Where are you? Are you currently writing down more notes, reviewing them? Where are you at? Because she's at a different cart. She's
Oh,
at the head of the
okay.
caravan, so you're not like right next to her. I gave it to
I'm
him because he's
probably-
probably controlling like hot cocoa.
Not Coco.
Oh,
No, I'm
okay.
probably in the same cart as Kaleido.
Then I'll say no.
All right.
He wouldn't have advantage on like knowing the city at all. No, that's the exact. We're not going towards his.
Yeah, no. The reason why you even got the history check is because you would have at the very least possibly heard about it, but you haven't. Nothing that you actually remembered because it wasn't something you were interested in. Actually, no. No, there's another reason why you don't know about that. Did Ellie put Dove down? I'm not sure where she is. I think she put me down with Elisha, Cheshire. Yes.
Yeah, as soon as they hit the cart, she would have set you down, probably beside Kaleido, and told you to rest. So Ellie is low-key keeping like an eye on you to make sure you don't get up too early.
I'm getting up.
Cheshire just, like walks to like he's patrolling and he sees her getting up. He just goes, He grabs her, just like touch, just with 2 fingers, like the top of your chest, just slowly pushes you back down.
She's gonna contest this.
Okay.
I don't think you want to do that.
You're
I
asleep.
probably wouldn't, but
Oh no, you're
Well,
talking to Dove. Okay.
Yeah,
there's
second
also-
character.
Contesting
also the thing
strength
is she-
checks.
Would it be with disadvantage because she's exhausted? Because she said she
Yes.
actually fumed.
15.
15 versus yep, Dove with disadvantage.
okay.
You haven't gotten a full rest yet.
Nah.
You get pushed back down and you just see him kind of looking at you just like, no.
He pushes you back down. He taps you on the head and just goes.
I can take care
He
of
gets
myself.
he get close to your face and he just goes.
What did he just say?
Sleep.
Sleep. I don't need sleep. Why are you so close to me?
I love the realization sinking in.
What you say? That you only meant well.
And he just he leans back and he just puts a blanket on you and just goes sleep. And he tucks you in.
Oh.
He's heard that's a thing.
Oh,
So he
so
tucks her in and we'll just walk.
Don't need sleep. She's gonna at least sit up. She won't stand up, but she'll sit up.
Right. Okay.
Next
So,
to Dove, right? Kaleido's right next to Dove, right?
yes.
Probably.
Kaleido snuggles towards her.
What did
Kaleido
you say?
snuggles up to Dove because it's
Oh.
warm.
Oh. Double stared down hesitantly, wrap an arm around Kaleido.
Kaleido.
What is cuddling?
Kaleido cuddles Dove. Dove. The fuck?
Error 404.
She's like, Ellie is bouncing right now in excitement. She's just like, the idea. It's called the chopping block.
Ellie,
Yeah?
Dub doesn't want to lay down. She looked kind of tired. I want to tell you.
She
Why
bolts
you-
to the wagon.
Whoa, okay, never mind.
And, like, leans over the side.
Aggressively running.
Just all of a sudden.
Why are you sitting up? You should be resting. You puked.
I'm alright.
You puked.
I know I puked, but I'm fine.
You need long rest, not short rest, not 20 minutes of rest. Long rest. Lay
I
down.
need rest.
Okay.
You're gonna wake up the baby.
What happens if you stand up? Are your legs shaking?
I don't know. I didn't get the chance to because Cheshire just pushed me right back down and then tucked me in. It was
All
weird.
right, come here.
I don't.
She's gonna help her stand up.
All right.
Are her legs trembling? Does she feel tired?
Would I be?
Still quite shaky.
Can I see this?
I'd say that you can feel it.
You are shaking.
I'm
And she picks Dove up and puts her back in the wagon.
I-
I know you are an adult. I know you say that you can take care of yourself.
I
But when you
can't.
ignore the exerting of your body to the point that you are shaking and claim that you can still do things, you have lost the privilege. Lay down, rest.
She's just gonna put her head in her hands. I don't need you to baby me.
I wouldn't have to baby you if you would listen to your body's needs.
I'm fine. Sure, a little bit shaky, of course. I mean, I just ran for, what, 2 hours? But I have things I need to do. I need to keep watch. I need to think.
You can keep watch while resting. I'm not telling you to sleep. I'm telling you to rest.
Alright, fine.
Thank you. You will be up and walking in about 3-4 hours.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Take my word for it as someone who is full-on warrior and has done this multiple times. If you exert yourself more, you're just going to make it worse for the entire group and yourself.
Joshua just looks awkward while he's just looking at this conversation. Well, to be fair, when doesn't he look awkward? But that's beside it.
I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
He's like, it's a mirroring. It's like an out of body experience. It's like he's seen this before, but it's usually directed at him. So it's
It's weird watching from the outside.
Is there at least, like, out of character, is there at least something I can do while I'm resting, like reading a book or writing things down? I don't know if I have the material for
Hey
it.
Dove,
Huh?
he'll come sit next to you.
Aww.
He'll pull out a set of pottery tools to keep you not antsy. Would you like me to show you how to make a mask?
Oh, sure.
This is sweet as fuck. The fuck?
He just basically will be, for his own sake, he's really doing this for himself, so he gets a second mask just in case his breaks. But he's also he's gonna just walk her through the steps of how he makes his mask.
I'm crying. This is precious. Holy shit.
It is precious. What the fuck? Dove is going to pay close attention. She
Alright.
likes learning.
I'm heading back to Clark to pretty much explain place to fight animals and other people.
you just run back like, we gotta fight animals.
It's a fight pit, man. Like that's like
Royale up in this bitch.
that's like the best thing to give Ellie. Here's a pit. Here's some people. throw a couple punches. She's on. She's in.
Battle Royale. Perfect.
Like, this is just common fucking. This is. Actually, I realized throwing her in a pit, like, it would get her excited because it's fighting, but at the same time, this is just home.
Yeah, of course. It's very comforting feel as you stab a sword through your enemies.
Oh no, it's a comforting feeling as she suplexes someone twice her size.
There you go. Okay, sorry.
I just imagine just like Dove watching this, Ellie just grabs some fucking big ass dude around the waist, just fucking. What is she doing? Just suplexes. Oh my god!
That was gay. Like, it's canon. That was gay.
Oh, I'm gay.
Based off of Wolf, I disagree with that statement.
Dove's at least bi then.
I'm bi.
Oh, bi.
Okay.
Baby, bye, bye, bye.
I can't. Moving on before I
So-
Want that to be how a kid comes out to their parent.
die.
I wish I did that.
I'm bye.
Oh god. I'm gonna choke on my spit.
I will let you guys continue.
Oh Jesus! Get out of here! What the?
You're fine.
Oh god. Is Clark doing anything actually? Is he whittling again?
He's whittling again.
I am in. What are you making? She's over his shoulder.
Just, actually, he slightly nicks his thumb. Ah! I'm okay. Ow.
She just grabs his finger and puts it in her mouth.
He like squints at you like,
What? We are supposed to do it, right?
I was doing. He like just like looks away, just like.
What?
He's just like shaking his head, just like, I'm not saying anything.
She takes the finger out the mouth. What? Does that not work?
Not always.
Oh. Then in that
But
case, you taste salty.
Thank you. He wipes his thumb off real quick. Whitland like looks down the way at Cheshire, who's doing the pottery classes with Dove, and he's like,
Pottery classes. Pressure.
Just so you know, no matter what, he's not gonna get. Once he gets like halfway done with making the mask, he stops and just puts the stuff away.
Alright, so yeah, she's taking notes on Cheshire, teaching her, and then if you're giving her any hands-on learning, she'll do that with you. He holds up the little bit of wood he's got, and you can see he's got a decent start on it. Actually, let me see how far he's gotten real quick. Yeah, it's a decent start. Not like he's gotten really far through it yet, but looking it over, you can see some of the faint curves and outlines of a creature. One thing that is already distinct is that part of it has this very big grin on it. Figured with all the help he's been doing, I wanted to make something to thank him.
Aww.
Don't spoil it. I'm gonna give
I'm
it
not
to
gonna
him
say
later.
anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
I know. Just don't spoil it. I figured he might like to have he has that mask all the time, and I figured just actually having some that like had it with him, maybe a little pendant. I mean, if he doesn't want it, he doesn't want it. I don't mind that, but figured I'd try. I don't know anything about him. Only thing I've really interacted with him truly was me trying to help lead him up the stairs and realizing that either way I was going to have him walking on his own for speed, but I was trying to have him sleep on my shoulder, and then I realized he reaches over and he's not wearing his armor right now. He just has it off. He kind of taps his finger against it. That would hurt my stomach, and I really should have thought that through.
Did we give him the magical heavy armor, by the way?
You guys didn't get magical heavy armor.
We got.
It wasn't heavy armor.
No, it was
got
leather
armor.
armor.
Yeah.
No, before that it was float.
Yeah, that's the leather
That
armor.
was also leather
Yeah,
armor.
also
No,
leather
we
armor.
got-
That was
leather armor.
that was leather armor as well. It would not have floated if it was heavy armor. Strong wind, yes. Heavy armor is still heavy armor. So yeah, he's just kind of shrugs. I don't think he's gonna be too happy about it, but I don't know if he'll be upset about it. Just
At the grin,
maybe I should just make it something smaller. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I think that mask might. I'm not
Might
how
be what?
good it will be hiding something. Something's not.
Mhm.
Something's not right. He doesn't like combat. I've noticed he turns away from the bodies, and he says he doesn't like to fight. So maybe make the monkey. That was like the
That's
first time that I saw him smile.
That's what I'm making. It's meant to be a monkey. It's just gonna. Well, now he kind of takes the knife, just quickly removes the smile, and just like I'll make it something a little bit nicer, a little softer to look at. But
Okay.
appreciate that. I hadn't considered that fully. I was just kind of trying to mark it out. So I'm glad glad I didn't get that far into it. Otherwise, I was gonna have to get a new piece of wood.
Aren't you supposed to be the social person as the healer? She like lightly smacks his back.
No, I am very bad at socializing. I mean, I'm okay at it. I'm decent at it. I've never been good at talking with people outside the clergy.
And now we see why I'm the leader.
Yeah, I suppose we can call you the leader. I mean, you're doing a pretty good job so far. Kind of elbows you in the side gently.
Okay, look, I don't know if I'm the leader in this, but I've just been trying to keep the others safe, not leading.
Keeping them safe is a form of leadership, isn't it?
Maybe? I don't know.
Take your time with it. No one needs you to be rushed into anything. Besides, we're relaxing. We're not even having to drive. I mean, we're just, kind of just motions back to the cart where Sidem's just, leading the horses along. Motions forward where all the other cart drivers are doing the same thing. This is probably the easiest way we've ever had to travel. I mean,
You're just complaining because you can't walk for long.
I can walk for long, thank you very much. I happen to outpace you most days. It's just that
That's
I'm
'cause
also
you can
carrying
heal
heavy armor.
yourself.
It's not that I can heal myself, it's that we're walking. If we were running, I'd be able to outpace you.
That's a fucking challenge.
Not here it ain't. We're not running through the forest. You saw what that stuff did and what Elisha told us.
I don't want to go back in there just yet.
Yeah.
I need a better axe.
Yeah, I'd prefer to be a little bit better armored myself, so let's not. Kind of glances forward. I think we've got another day in this forest, and then I think we're out. Huh. I didn't actually think about that. We're actually going to be out of this forest.
Aww.
God, how far away is the cart that Cheshire's in from the?
One cart over, so you can't hear them because they're whispering.
If Cheshire doesn't notice that, he would have gotten a little. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, but you don't notice it because he's being covert. He's
I
trying to
think
be
Cheshire is the opposite of everybody else. He's the only one that wants to stay in this damn forest.
Oh no, Ellie does too. That's why you heard her go, aww. She likes the magical effects. When they don't make her fly.
All right.
She leans on Carr, just goes quiet and watches him start to carve.
As he does it, he kind of pauses for a second. He's like, I think that this could use a little. And then you see a little, as a corner of it just kind of sparks into flame. He just stares at it for a moment, slowly licks his thumb, and just, tss. Fucking forced. Keeps carving.
She didn't say anything.
In the other cart, as all this is going on, you guys are. Actually, I don't think anything else is really working on. Besides, Jaren is also watching the pottery making lesson, just like sitting down, just like you got a snack from somewhere, you don't know where. You just
There's a cup of hot chocolate next to him.
He gently like tries to pick it up, like kind of like lets go, like.
Could he have got a bendy straw for him?
I'm gonna say
Does the universe have bendy straws, Guru?
You could take a straw and
You
bend
tell me
it.
they have bendy straws.
I'll allow.
I mean, look, like with Emmy's logic, yeah.
I'll allow it. And he's like, you just see him like pick it up, just like you see him like lean away from it for a second, like look down, just like what the hell? Like slowly just like puts back in his mouth, and you see him go, just draining it really fast. He's just like,
You guys, if you notice, he's no longer like straight ignoring the monkey like he was, but he's definitely like still standoffish is the word.
Mm-hmm.
I know what he's doing, but I'm not going to say anything.
I'm curious on your hypothesis though.
as the monkey finishes,
Does he finish? Is this
Yeah,
is
it
this cup
fini-
not the same size as the monkey?
it is smaller than the monkey technically. The monkey is considered a, he's a small creature.
Oh, I thought he was tiny.
No, he's a small creature. Let me see.
This
what
monkey's
he's-
3 feet tall,
No, it's 2.5.
2.5.
Just
Okay, I
barely
gotta-
outside of tiny.
Oh, barely.
Oh, I gotta re-examine how I'm thinking of this monkey.
Oh, actually, why am I looking in the book? I have the sheet right here. Yay, I remembered. You see him kind of like, as he finishes, he kind of like looks around, and you see him like trying to be stealthy-ish, but he's moving towards like where Kaleido's sleeping, and eventually kind of like scoots over near her, and then just like reaches for her bag, pulls it over.
Do I
slowly.
notice this with
She's-
my new passive perception?
Yes, you guys would be able to see it as it's like opens the bag and just like shoves his head in.
Cool. So I mage hand grab him and like yoink him out of the bag.
You see him cover his face. He's like looking at you like legs pulled up, and he's like in a little ball. Is like pokes his head out from behind the back, squints at you.
That's not very polite of you. You must ask before you delve into people's things.
There's alchemy fire in that bag. Don't let him in it.
It,
He's out of character, but I'm just like,
Yep.
Oh, don't trust him.
it shoves its head back into the bag, and you see
I
it.
don't see how he's doing that. I still have him with mage hand.
Yes, you grabbed the back of his tail. He's a small
No,
creature.
yeah.
He's not
He's
10
a small
pounds.
creature.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
He's a
right.
small
He's
creature,
more
yeah,
than
you
10
can't.
pounds.
Yeah, he weighs more than 10 pounds. You're not picking him up. You're just grabbing him by the tail. So he's like staring at you. He shoves his head back in. You see him like hear a little click, 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 and he pulls out your spellcasting focus.
Oh, I mage hand that out of his grip.
He holds on to it. Just like looks at you like.
That's cool. While I'm mage handing it with one hand, I go over and I tickle him with the other hand.
I mean,
Like he's
Okay.
flailing.
something Galoshin would know. You know that he knows what a spell focus is.
I'm sure he does, but I'm also like, I know he can cast spells without a focus, so I don't know why he'd need one in the first place.
No,
What's
he does.
real-
He does need a focus.
Yes, you need a focus.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's been
He-
jumping
he's
on the
using for a
tip of
focus the whole
He-
time.
He's been using other people's focuses.
Mhm.
yeah, like he's been hopping on quarterstaffs.
Mhm.
He's been like
Oh, that's what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I will
How did he
squint
cast
at him,
darkness, then?
and then I will
Did he have
let
Racial
go
trait?
of the focus.
Rachel Trade.
Oh.
But I will watch him very closely to see what he's trying to cast.
I see him like take it. It's, which I believe your focus is just your quarterstaff, right?
He's just holding the staff.
He's just got
Is
his
it in the bag.
He's just got like he like reaches into the bag, doesn't find it, picks up the quarterstaff, and just like holds it above his head, Rafiki style, like.
Cool.
And,
I have a question.
Yes,
Can I make the staff of flowers my focus?
you could make the staff of flowers your focus, which means that your other staff, you wouldn't technically need it if you didn't, want to have that be your focus. Because yes, the staff of flowers 100% can be your focus.
Very cute. Yeah. Aesthetic.
If
Aesthetic.
that's the case, then he can just have the staff, I guess.
So he like holds it above his head. Then he holds it up and like you see him like bonk himself on the head, and you see him like just in another person's voice, do this quick incantation.
What the frick?
What is he
You can roll an Arcana check because you can do.
Yeah,
hear
I'd
him
love
using that.
to.
What the fuck?
You're near him, so yes.
What the fuck?
If you know, you both know. He's casting the jump spell on himself,
What?
Oh,
Why? Why?
and you see him
What
just
is
like
this monkey planning?
you see him like he moves over and he just jumps from this cart to the cart that Karg and Ellie are on.
Oh!
Looks over between you. Moves over and jumps back over and just you just hear Sedona going, what the fuck? Catches him and just like he reaches over, pets his cheeks, moves around, sits down, and then just like lays down like
Wait, where did he go?
Monkey.
I'm gonna try to call him back when he's home.
Cool.
Like,
I'm gonna
wait, no, come
update my
back.
notes about the monkey.
jumps back over. He'll curl up in your lap and fall asleep.
He's like a baby. She looks overjoyed. God, look, we already have a kid.
Just, him almost spits out his hot chocolate. That's great.
She just pats him on the back. I'm just messing with you. Please don't choke. Don't die.
Not dying.
Alasha does that polite laughing behind your hand thing.
The princess laugh.
Of course. If you want, I'll allow you an insight check if you wish.
On the monkey?
On the monkey,
On the
yeah.
monkey?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like all of us?
Anyone who saw that is allowed to if they wish
I'm
to.
inciting this bitch.
You are too busy being enthralled by the fact that he's willing to jump into your lap.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Alasha,
Oh yeah.
What's up with this fucking monkey?
Alasha, you're thinking to yourself, there's something up with this monkey. Dove,
Well,
you're just like,
Yeah.
well, no, of course it makes sense. I mean, he's seen, people using spellcasting focuses. He wants to make sure he can do it. He knows what it is, but he wants to make sure that this one is one so he can have it.
When I say shuffle, I mean Cheshire couldn't care about anything less right now.
He lied.
No, I'm being serious. He just does not give.
He just
a-
watches it just like, that
I have an
happened.
idea of what's going
Yeah, that's the thing, I guess.
Well, Dove took a small moment to look away from the pottery to stare at this monkey that just jumped side to side on these caravans, and will say, I think he wants to keep whatever he's holding.
Can I insight check shuffle?
You
I
mean
mean,
Cheshire?
Cheshire.
Shuffle emerged from the
Good
monkey.
lord.
Shuffle emerged from the forest with a gun.
I just imagine his head legit like busting through the bottom of the wagon.
God, just yeah. Wait, what are you inciting him on?
You just said, well, that's a thing, and then you went back to pottering, right?
When you had
Yeah.
previously loved this monkey
Yeah, I
with
wanna
every
see
fiber of your being.
What's going on here? Like,
Can I
out of
roll?
character, I have an idea, but I want to see in character.
What do I roll?
Deception?
Roll insight.
Me?
No. You roll insight.
Who?
Elisha's the one asking.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
letting him roll insight.
That's excellent.
Should I roll just a general charisma check? Like,
I'll roll it for you. So hold on.
no, okay.
Yep, no worries. You,
Plus 3, by the way, whatever you.
of
If
course.
it's just charisma.
He's hard to read.
Mm-hmm.
It may have just been like a moment where he let his guard down and then decided, wait, no, that's too much, and stopped it. It may just be that he liked the monkey at first, and then after going to the pyramid, he doesn't like the monkey anymore. You have no idea.
Cool.
You have vague ideas, of course, but just looking at his face, it's a flat face. You got nothing.
It sure is.
Would I
Very
be
well.
able to tell he feels anything different?
You can roll an insight check. Oh, that way.
Alright. Here we go.
Okay. He's contemplative. There are gears turning behind those eyes that you don't know what he's thinking about. Obviously, that's not how insight works. but you can see every now and then there's like there's a faint tell, very very subtle, of where like he'll be looking at something and like you see his eyes like do this little like twitching motion like he's thinking about something. You don't know what exactly it is, but you know that he's in thought.
Okay.
Crew, I'm waiting for one of these fuckers to cast Detect Thought.
I don't think you can even have that at this level.
You're
Also,
gonna be
it's
waiting a
second level
while.
spell.
Yes, we can. Second level spell.
Yeah.
Somebody
I'm
could have picked it up.
Look to
I can only
try
pick
and
up spells that I
say-
pick up literally. So.
No, you get 2 spells per level up that you just get.
Really?
I'm gonna.
Yes,
I'm
grab
gonna-
2 spells.
Wait. M is trying to say
M-
something.
say-
No,
Yes,
it's okay. You guys can finish.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna continue on with the whole thing. I want you guys to. All right. Well, I'm gonna look to Cheshire and say, think about something.
How far is he done with the pottery at this point?
Say about a quarter of the way done.
You say silent. Just continues with the pottery.
She'll just shrug and be like, "That's fine. You don't have to tell me."
Oh, you see, here's what I think. She's more subtle than Shuffle, so I feel like that's her J'accuse moment.
Mm-hmm.
But like, she's more subtle than Shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she knows people has their secrets. It's just that one way or another, she'd probably find out.
She's like, I'll find out eventually. I can wait.
Eventually,
I can
it's
wait.
not out of like thinking he has any malicious intent. It's more of just curiosity.
Mhm.
But she'll look back at the pottery and go, "Would I know he's making a mask?"
He told you he was making a mask,
Right,
so yes.
right, that's right. Duh.
You're fine.
um, she'll say, "I didn't know you made your mask out of pottery."
He looks up at you like, not like are you stupid face, just like it's
Huh?
He'll take out his mask. It's clay.
Oh.
He'll just put it back away and go back to what he was. Go back to the pot.
Yeah. Didn't think it was made out of clay. Thought it was like fabric. So it's came in right for once.
I mean, I'm gonna send something in the chat that is just you in shitpost.
Mhm.
I couldn't think of the actual material that you had to use for pottery. So.
What is another one? That some masks are made out of. But for pottery,
Because you probably definitely would have said clay, but I'm dumb. So what is this?
You can't sit and tell me that isn't you.
anyways.
What are you talking about?
So you continue. Yep, you continue making the mask. Roll a Smith's tools. Say
Smiths? What the fuck?
No, Smith. Pottery tools. My apologies.
I
Thank
was
you.
gonna say, I'm like, what am I doing?
Not you. A lot of people use
Did
tools,
you
and I'm
say-
glad that it's pottery tools.
Did you say pottery could be used with con?
Yes, because it's keeping control of the material. So that's actually what I was going to have you
Oh,
roll.
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's something that I don't think a lot of people consider because you actually have
No.
to be able to hold it in place and stuff. So that's why I
Yeah.
thought that it would work.
Mhm.
You get like Dove, you're watching him work, and like you've seen him fight. You've seen him pass out hot chocolate. It's not that he's passionate, but he's good. Like
Those
they're-
hands are talented.
I was about to say, I'm like, he got the magic hands.
He's got those good hands, I see.
He's got very good hands. Like he's got this done probably within a good hour and just from looking at it from the way that it's done, like he's like moving it, molding it, getting it so that it's not necessarily perfect, like right out the gate. Obviously, he still has to kiln it to do a whole bunch of other stuff that he's mentioned offhand as he's doing this. Just that you're asking questions, he's answering them. I would imagine.
He's answering them, but in like 1 to 2 word responses.
Mhm.
So like just like
Which is great because she'd probably be asking a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Because you're giving 1 to 2 word answers, and she's asking questions to try and get more.
Welcome
than that.
back.
Welcome back. But yeah, you're just watching it as he's like getting to the point that you can actually see him quickly like taking a little flat tool that he just quickly is like sculpting the teeth so that they kind of look like they're actually teeth.
oh
just quickly
no!
going over
Once
it.
he got to the point where he was about to start carving teeth, he starts putting.
Oh, he starts putting it away.
Because
Okay, so yeah,
God
right
making a
before that.
Cheshire
Oh,
mask.
alright.
So yeah,
Right. Yeah. So yeah, it's right before he gets to that point. It's still a half mask, right?
yeah, it's still a half mask
Yeah.
now, but he stopped
So,
making it.
so he hasn't made it a Cheshire mask yet. He hasn't decided what he's going to make it, or he's going to make it later. Understandable. Sorry, didn't mean to jump ahead with that. But he's made it so that it clearly will cover the lower half of his face. But still more details to be worked out. And it's just he's got this on point.
all right, cool. While he's putting away, Dove's gonna say, "You're really
Gotta
good at
let
what
it
you do.
Try. Oh,
I'd love to watch you make more stuff if you would let me.
I don't have
Not
any more
now,
supplies to
but-
make anything.
Of course, whenever you're free and whenever you have the supplies. Then it's very interesting."
He just like does a slight nod and he goes, all right. He'll stand up and he'll step on the cart and just kind of take one step on the side and just hop off and just go back to doing whatever the fuck he was doing before.
Now Dove is sitting there feeling antsy again. Can she stand up again?
No.
Like,
I-
would she be able to like at least sit up or stand up without being
Sit up,
too
yes.
shaky?
You could sit up, yeah. She said you could sit up. She just wants you to rest.
She'd
Can
still wanna
Kaleido?
stand up to
Mhm.
test if she's still shaky or not?
You take a moment.
Kaleido,
Yeah, go ahead.
without interrupting the long rest.
I mean, if you're waking up for like a moment, just be like, say something, then go back to sleep. We're still not at the point of taking the long rest because everyone was doing this stuff before they're taking the long rest, clearly. And you already had a long rest.
We did.
Yeah, because
Oh.
Cheshire passed out because he had 2
Oh,
points
I
of
forgot,
exhaustion.
yeah.
So you
Yeah.
you already had a long
Kaleido.
rest, so you can wake up. Right now, you're
Oh.
just napping.
Kaleido wakes up as soon as Cheshire leaves and like pats Dove's leg.
Yes.
Dove, 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 Dove.
Yes.
Come on, look, come on. She like points up at one of the clouds and is like, now. An ice cream cone.
Oh, you point out the different shapes.
E.
Would I be able to tell the shapes? I don't know. I mean, I know I would too, but Dove is not as creative as I am.
She's smart enough to be able to get the generic idea of, oh yeah, that's the shape you're trying to go for. I see it.
Okay, she'd be like, oh,
And that one's a puppy.
oh yeah. That one over there is. That one over there's a cat.
Oh my gosh, it is! It has like those little whiskers too. Look at it.
Yeah, it does have whiskers, and she starts to lay back and just admire the clouds with Kaleido.
Yes.
All right. So you guys begin just kind of watching the clouds, just relaxing, enjoying yourselves. The cart continues moving forward. Eventually, you guys get to your next rest. You have plenty of people to keep watch, so even if you wanted to, they can put you in with shift, so you have other people helping you out. They give very good, delicious food for you to enjoy. More greens for you and meat for those who ask for it. Still got plenty of the T-Rex to serve up.
Good.
Let's see here. That is a... At one point, little saucer creatures with tendrils off of them appear. 3 of them just kind of floating around for a minute as they're just like patting each other's faces, looking around, looking around. Hello, 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 hello. And then after that minute, they all look at each other. Goodbye, and disappear.
Excuse me,
I'm
what's
sorry.
what showed up?
I'm sorry.
monster?
Wait, I'm
What?
confused. What popped up?
Saucer-shaped creatures
Yep, flumps.
with little tendrils coming down from them, and they were like, hello, 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 hello. They were like a little bit startled, like they had no idea where they were, what was going on. They had like little tendrils coming off the top with eyes that were looking around, just like, what?
Okay.
Aberrations?
Is this during our rest? Like, is anyone up to see this?
The people who are taking first watch are seeing this. And
Who's taking
the
first-
only ones who heard it were the people on guard, as they heard it in their heads.
Oh, Jesus.
So it didn't like wake anyone up. They're like, "Hello, what? Where are we? Hello, what?" And you just would have seen who would have taken first watch.
I
Because
was going
after
to,
Cheshire
Ido
just-
would have volunteered because she's been asleep.
yeah, I was
she did
about
not
to
earlier.
say, Dub would probably also volunteer.
Okay.
In our heads, they're speaking common.
They're speaking a language.
Can I have deep speech. Would I?
This is not
No.
deep speech. That's not the language.
Languages in C?
What languages do you have?
I have primordial, celestial, elvish, undercommon, abyssal, orc, and deep speech.
Undercommon.
Wow.
Okay, what are they saying?
They're like, "Where are we? Hello? Did you do this? Why are we here? Why are you here? Where
Okay,
are we?"
Coletta replies. "Oh my gosh, I have no idea who you are or where you came from.
Flumps? You flumps? Are you flump? You're not a flump. They're too tall to be a flump. Too small to be a flump. The right size to be a flump.
I'm not really sure how you guys got here, but we didn't get you here. Are you okay?"
No, nope. Far from home.
Lost?
Oh, too far. Much too far. Oh, this is weird.
Hello?
She's talking. She talks to them aloud, actually,
Mhm.
in undercommon.
You can't telepathically speak back to them.
Yeah. She's like, where do you come from?
Down to ground. Underdark.
Oh, okay,
Place with
Underdark.
darkness. Much better than the light. This is the night, is it not? There's moon. And as it
Do I-
says moon, you see them disappear.
Do I see these creatures?
Are you on watch?
I
I
said
was
that I
about
would
to
stay
say,
up.
We don't
Yes.
know who's on watch. All we know is Kaleido for sure.
I'll let you 3 be on watch.
Okay, so
Okay.
I would also understand them then.
Mhm.
I'd probably just let Kaleido talk with them, but be
Yeah.
like,
I would have tried to talk to.
I don't know where they're lost. They came from the Underdark, but I don't know. They seem like they didn't know what happened.
Hello? She's like trying to get their attention again.
They can't understand that. Is there an entrance to the Underdark anywhere near here that we could ask about?
You don't
Like,
know.
to the
You can
the main-
try and find out later.
that'd probably not be a good idea to go look for one now.
I mean, yeah, but I feel bad because they're like lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are currently, like I said, they are no longer here.
That's sad. Oh, we should try to talk to them again.
I'm trying to get their attention, but they don't respond. Hello, small creature?
Oh, they don't speak that language.
I'll,
They speak something called Undercommon, and I speak that.
Oh.
I'll have Dove say hello out loud, but not loud enough to wake other people up in Undercom because she knows it.
Yep. And they said hello back, and then as they were responding to Kaleido stuff and looking around, they did see you, and one of them did give like a little hello wave to Ellie as it saw you waving back, and then eventually after that minute was up,
Wait, it understood me?
No, it's all you waving.
Oh.
Kaleido speaks out loud in Undercommon, not loud enough for anybody else, for the people to wake up. She's like, we're sorry. We don't know why you're here, who did this. There might be caves nearby that lead to the Underdark. I don't know how to get there from here, though.
They're not here. After the one was saying moon, moon, like talking about the night
they're
sky, they disappeared. They're no longer here.
Okay, so they're permanently gone.
Yes, it's not like they're popping in and out of existence. They're gone.
I was saying
Yeah.
Dove would say hello in Undercommon to get their attention again, just in case they weren't paying attention because Ellie wasn't speaking their language.
Right. And when you did, they kind of looked at you like, and you heard 3 voices in your head say, hello, hello, hello.
Okay, so
Okay, they're
it
still
seems like
around. I
they're like
still
friendly
hear
and
them.
stuff.
No, hold on. Are you saying this after they disappear or before?
After they disappear.
Okay, after they disappear, you hear nothing. I thought you were saying this before. My
No, I
apologies.
said I was trying to get their attention after they disappeared because that's when Ellie was trying to get their attention.
My apologies. They did disappear and they're no longer here.
Okay,
Were
so I
those?
My bad. I misunderstood.
Oh,
It's like they're gone now.
well, they seem friendly,
Yeah,
mean-
they seemed kind enough.
fused.
I didn't.
They turns to Ellie and is like, they're from a place called the Undercommon, the Underdark, which is like really, really dark, deep down in caves and stuff. But I don't know, maybe they got teleported out here by this like weird, crazy forest. But they didn't really know what was happening, and they didn't seem mean or anything. They just seemed confused and a little bit upset.
Hmm.
They were called Flum.
Okay. Given the stories,
Mm-hmm.
the numerous stories from the family, would I have heard of anything like that?
Roll a history check.
Did I
Straight roll?
heard of anything like that?
I'll allow you a history check.
13.
Well, can I history check it?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, would I know about that given my background?
That's why I'm letting you.
Would I?
That's why I'm letting you roll it. Your DC is different than theirs.
And that's a 16 plus something.
Something's important.
19.
19. Okay. Of the 3 of you, Ellie, you swear that it's one of those passing things. It wasn't about the combat. It wasn't like, like you weren't able to really get into their story, and so you probably missed it. Like, it's one of those things like, yeah, I've heard that. It was in one of my stories, yeah. Dove. The name sounds familiar. It's regarding creatures that they're good? Question mark? That sounds right. I will wait until Kaleido gets back because she actually gets more information about this.
Underdark creatures that are good. That's exactly what I wrote down.
Mhm.
With a question mark.
Mhm.
Because she definitely would be writing this down in her notebook for future reference.
Mhm. You got a friend in me.
Piggy!
What?
Oh, cute.
What?
I'll show you in shitpost.
That's my
Okay.
favorite thing about this campaign is totally like, all you guys are caring about shit. How's it feel, dog? You boys sitting back, relaxing, and don't really have to care about much. Just real nice.
Trying my hardest not to roll my eyes at that way that you put that.
I put it in shitpost.
Well, he cares about stuff. Just know the stuff he cares about is happening right now, so he can relax.
Right.
I was about to say, I think he means that Cheshire doesn't care, not that Butters doesn't care.
Oh no, I know that. I'm just saying that the way he said that was making me laugh.
That's cute little piggy.
I like how Guru, you could add a piece of paper to the game that make Cheshire's life living, and you know that. That's my favorite part.
Oh yeah, I just need one piece of paper and I'll make everything suddenly turn topsy-turvy. But that's not for right now. You guys haven't, been anywhere to actually find that piece of paper.
My dog just
Not
snored
yet.
so fucking hard that my foot is vibrating.
Ah, the bear ass nerd.
Oh yeah. And we're just waiting on Kaleido to come back after she lets out her doggo.
One
Dog,
piece
Don,
of paper.
What?
I
What?
can't
look
imagine.
at Piggy.
I saw Piggy. It's a small bean.
Whenever I think of pigs, because of Family Guy, I just think of that one like super jacked pig just going, oink.
Oink.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, so there's a scene in Family Guy where Brian and Stewie are at a fair, like a county fair kind of thing.
Oh,
And they have a pig
old
co-
Family Guy or new Family Guy?
Middle of the road-ish.
Okay.
But like they're at the fair, and he's like, I engineered a pig because I have a pig contest. And he just kind of turns to Brian and is like, meet something. I can't remember the name. It's been so long. And it just turns this pig standing on his back legs. It's got like a bodybuilder body. Like, it's super fucking...
No, it's not even on its back legs. It's
It's
on
not-
all fours.
Oh, that's right.
just
It's just
jacked.
super fucking jacked.
What?
And like, it doesn't oink. It literally says oink.
I have to look up Buff Pig Family Guy, and I hate that this is my search history. Ah, there he is. What the fuck is that?
He is a genetically
thing.
engineered pig.
Oh my goodness.
I hate him, and I also hate Family Guy.
Not as funny as Gravity. Oh, not Gravity Falls.
That's what to say.
True, not as funny as Gravity Falls still, but
Yeah,
I
this is still true.
remember there was one episode in which, like, it was pretty much like there was an alternate dimension where everyone was hotter. And the person they showed was Meg, and she had, like, really long fucking hair.
Oh my gosh.
To be fair, she looks really good. Like, I'm just gonna send a fucking picture of this.
I think I remember that episode.
What the fuck is this?
Gosh dang it. Of course the dog needed to be let out right as she actually rolled high enough to actually get the information. No.
Why? Why?
This is our
What is
life.
Meg or the pig.
Meg. Why
It was-
is Meg in here?
It was a dimension. They went into a different dimension where, like, everyone was hotter. Like, every single person was more attractive.
I don't know how to feel about that.
And apparently, in the universe, she was still considered, quote unquote, the ugly ones. But they never showed anyone else.
I found this pig here, and he really disturbs me.
I'm very uncomfortable right now with that picture. So weird.
I'm sorry.
There you are. Alright, so with your
Welcome
role,
back.
you do know a few things about flumps. Flumps are parasites, but they're technically good parasites in the sense that they don't feed off of normal adventurers and people. They feed off of creatures with psionic energy, which tend to be creatures that are not necessarily good or kind-hearted, and for most adventurers, meeting them is a case of be nice to them, and they might be more than willing to discuss things that they know. Just depends on which ones you meet where.
Okay, so they're called flumps, and they're usually really nice. So we have to worry.
Wish I could speak to them. I don't know Undercommon.
We can translate for you if we see them again.
Okay. Thank you. She pulls her into a hug.
Happy hugs.
But it's not nearly as strong.
Of course. She does her best, and that's what matters.
She's hugging you as gentle as possible because she remembered how she almost killed up.
Do not do the murdering.
She remembers hugging Dove and hearing, and that was more than enough for her to be like, "Oh dear."
the night continues to pass. Eventually, next watch happens, and the next watch, Nothing is coming at you guys. Nothing's aggressive. You guys just hear quiet, calm sounds. It's kind of relaxing. As you guys awaken the next morning, you guys get everything set up. Again, you have choice of this time they have a couple of pears.
I eat pears.
And
Dove does.
of course, and the jerky is still on the menu. So all the people who want Tyrannosaurus jerky, they can have some,
Ah! Diving.
of course. So you
Yep,
jump
still
in.
eating that.
Yep. And you guys hop into the cart, and as you guys travel on, just after
Oh, excuse me.
noon, you guys see a break in the tree line as you see the wide expanse laid out before you of rolling hills and the thinned forest just thinning out as you start making your way out of it. You guys are finally outside of the Thickbrush Forest.
We made it!
Thank
Hey, we did it! Oh my gosh, can you guys believe we did it? We're alive! We did it!
It's good to finally see the sky again.
Feels good to not be under the effects of the magic of the forest.
I like talking about.
That was different for sure.
Plus, we got something out of it. She holds up the monkey.
That's true.
He
too.
waves.
I'm gonna pet the little monkey on his little belly.
Little belly.
Little belly.
He grabs your hand and like just pats it.
We also got that book that I didn't know that someone took, and I looked to Elisha.
What?
He'll give us more information. I said, I said we also have that book that I didn't know someone took, and I turned to Elisha.
Out of character, I'm like 99% sure you knew I took that out of the crypt. In character,
was
I'll
sleeping.
say. Oh, that's right. You
Yeah,
passed
Rose
the
passed
F
out.
Yeah.
In my defense, I did try to return it to the gentleman. Unfortunately, that forest was not being very cooperative.
Unfortunately, he ran off before we could even try and give it to him. You talked to him and he just ignored you and kept walking. He was very mean.
He was a bit rude, but at least we might be able to find some valuable information in that book. Something I know we will both enjoy looking into.
I just really like reading.
It's part and parcel of my trade.
No, I like books. It's just that I can't read magic. I can't do a lot of magic.
I like some books. Once I read one, and it was about an orc and another orc, and they fall in love and stuff.
Those are the kinds of books I like to read. Well, there was one book that I found that was under my uncle's bed.
Ooh, what was it about?
There were a lot of naked women.
Oh,
You hear Card just trying not to
those
choke.
ones too.
Yeah, Card's just trying not to
Elvis
choke in the background.
looking away, like
I love those ones too.
Elisha's
don't-
laughing behind her hand again.
I know why they were. I guess there was something attractive about it. I don't understand.
It was
What
porn.
the- Ellie blinks at her. Elisha, you're smart. What is porn?
oh, I
Oh,
don't why are
boy.
we talking
She's
about
like-
this?
Openly laughing at this point. She calms down after a bit and she goes,
That is a very long conversation.
Please make it short. I'm very confused.
It's like, wait, did Ellie ask what porn was?
Yes.
Uh,
It's. You understand how a man and a woman enjoy the company of each other, yes?
Yeah, they fuck, but why wouldn't he just find a woman instead of reading a paper?
It's
If you
hard to find
cannot
a lover.
find a partner, this is a stand-in, essentially.
Dove
That's boring.
walking
Unfortunately,
away.
sometimes that's all people can have.
But he has a wife.
I can't speak for your uncle.
Oh my gosh, we should go to like a smut shop sometimes, and then I can show you like all the good stuff they have there. Then maybe you'll see.
Dove
I'd
is
be
gone.
happy to
Okay.
assist with that.
Doug's like, no,
Who's
the
in?
entire time.
Where's the guards?
Sedem is on the front part of the Carthez with you.
I like how you immediately go to
I know who
We
you're
know
looking
your
for.
sins.
I know who you're looking
I
for.
wasn't specifically looking for him, but
Okay, then
Uh-huh.
I will give you where all the others are.
all right, okay, thank you.
No
If
worries.
she goes straight to Zidam, I'm going to die.
I probably will, but let's go. Come on.
Jindel, the lizard folk, is towards the front. You see that he's working with something as he kind of he's keeping an eye on things, but he's like working on something just offhandedly.
All right,
Cheshire is still walking around offering hot chocolate. That's his job.
fine. That's fine. Mhm.
Semi, just not somewhat avoiding eye contact with Doug a little bit. Not like going out of his way to do it. It seems more just like passively, like not even trying to, just avoiding eye contact with her.
Not like she's trying to make eye contact, anyways.
Yeah.
Right.
Was shit. There was only 3. That's right. Where's Sedem
Oh, no,
again?
there's
He
one
was-
more. There's Reagan.
Oh, okay.
He is in the cart with the dwarfs.
Can I ask you a question, Don, too, technically?
Yep.
When do you watch Mob Psycho?
I have not. I've heard it's
Okay,
good.
then never mind.
Okay.
You said Reagan and I thought of a character from there.
Fair enough.
Also, a funny thing that comes to mind when thinking about the other guards. I like the idea that they're all really close, but then none of them talk to Cheshire.
I mean, to
They're
be fair,
close
they
with him
have
in
tried to
spirit.
talk to him, but it's like, he
It's a
doesn't really say
brick
anything
wall.
back, and yeah, they just kind of gave up after a while.
Where's Sedem again? Is he on the cart with everyone else?
With your group.
Oh.
So he overheard all this, and you cannot escape.
Well, shit. You know who I'm gonna sit with? I'm gonna sit right next to Sedem and be like, I'm gonna help you keep watch.
Appreciate it.
Dove,
My face is red. I'm
Dove,
just
guess what
trying
you get to hear?
Pay attention. What?
Cart, we're going to a smut shop in the next town!
Son of a. Yeah, all right, sure.
Would Cheshire know what porn is?
He's certainly heard about it. He
You
doesn't.
know where he spent most of his life.
I know.
Drew?
I know.
I imagine there's not much else for some of the people there to do.
Yeah.
Abby.
So he is educated on that.
He's educated on all the different types of porn. He's ready to go into detailed context about everything that's out there.
Oh, God.
Not specifically. He's aware of the meaning of it and stuff like that.
Not
Okay.
really his forte, or something you'd be interested.
Fair enough. Dove is still trying to avoid everything as she's just keeping watch, trying to tune everyone
yeah.
out.
Mhm.
He's gonna walk up
Question.
to Ellie.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, yeah. Cheshire's gonna walk up to Ellie and go, "By the way, what were y'all freaking out about earlier or yesterday?"
When we came running back,
No.
when
You kind of screaming at your husband or fiance, whatever the fuck.
got a character, what the hell was I doing? That was a while ago.
The something
You were
about some
like
fucking.
so
There was a
Cheshire
excited.
bickering
just
match.
saw
I
it
do
as
know,
some
but I don't
dwarf
remember
shit.
what it was.
No, Cheshire was just talking about y'all were talking like with that dwarvish dude. Then you got really excited and went go talk to.
Oh. Okay. In a place called Hellison. Now that I think about it, I don't know where that is. There is a club called the Chopping Block, where they throw you into a ring and you fight monsters.
Karg kind of perks up. I don't think that he said it was a club.
I call it's a club back home.
Is it this way or that way? I mean, he'll forward or backwards.
She shrugs. I don't know where Hellison is.
Would I know?
Northward is what he said. You have an idea of where Helson is. It's
Which
to
way
the
are we headed?
currently you are headed more northwest. Hellison is
Okay.
northeast.
So,
Alright.
and my place is south, right?
Hellison's to wait,
No, like the place I'm staying away from.
it's the
like-
southern part of Hellison.
Wait, what?
You're from Hellison.
I'm from Hellas. What?
I've discussed this with you.
That's the one place I legit. Oh wait, so I'm from that place.
Yes, you're from
Cheshire's
there.
eyes. Cheshire's eyes. Just don't move at all. But he just goes. Not interested.
Okay. I mean, you don't like to fight, so I didn't figure that you.
I'm fine. I like you people. Honestly, I like you more than anybody here. So, if you don't mind, I'm probably gonna follow you around a little bit. But
That's fine. More the merrier.
if we go there, he'll look to it. That might go up a little bit. Who fucking knows? Just
Whatever
Been
you have
there.
to do to be comfortable, alright?
been there once before. Not important.
She just takes his hand. We are your friends. So whatever makes you comfortable, we will try to accommodate. If you want to put on the mask because you don't like the place or something, then that is fine. Don't worry about it, alright? And she pats the top of his hand.
When you say friends, he just kind of looks a bit more awkward. Just gives a thumbs up and go back to doing whatever the hell he was doing.
Uh-oh, emotional attachment. What's that?
She waves by to him. Bye-bye!
We're going to the same place.
Yeah, but you're over to the caravan, and I don't know if I'll talk to you until the end of the night.
I'm always gonna be moving. I'm a giant purple thing. It's not hard to see me. Technically blue, kind of.
I will look out for a person that is the same color as my hair. This is not a person who is very observant. You have probably at least on 2 separate occasions walked past her and she has not realized.
Is he a gray guru? He's near gray, right?
Near gray.
Based on the picture. Yeah.
It's like what's that kind of a charcoal can be between black and gray,
Slate gray?
a little bit of a dark slate.
His eyes are straight, blue.
Okay, then she's not the color. He's not the color of her hair. Okay.
The whites of his eyes are completely black. The pupils are blue.
Oh, well, it depends, because her hair is sky, light sky blue.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. But again, she's not the most observant, so you could have probably walked past her a couple times and she didn't realize until someone pointed it out.
He'll just at this point he'll walk up to the leader of the caravan and go, "Hey, knock on the side of the or a cart or whatever.
Yeah,
Where y'all heading next?"
we're still heading up this way. Points forward, and in the distance,
Yeah.
it's going to be a ways off. You see nothing but rolling hills at the moment, but she points forward confidently. See, if we continue up this way, I just had to make sure we got our bearings once we got out of that blasted forest, but eventually we were going to be making our way up to the Light Peak Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
which is where your friend said they were going, and we're going to be trading up that way. It's right next to Borum, which is where. Let me get this name real quick. I had it, and then I lost it. No.
How long until we get there?
About another week. Give or take.
Alright.
Sometimes it can take a little bit longer if it rains and snows too hard and it has the river flooded.
How do you spell the place? The harem?
Oh, the name of the place you're from? Oh, on Hellison.
How do you spell that?
Spelling it.
You know the main place I wrote down he's from the. Trust me, I got that. I got those notes.
I'm aware. I would hope so.
Is it a city or a country?
That's the country. That's not a city. That is the country of Hellison.
Can you DM me the city?
I will DM you the city later.
Yeah.
Yep. Let me pull it up here. I believe it was Garn. It should be Garn. Garn? Yeah. Yep. Garn's looking to sell some of his wares there. Borum is known for its dwarvish culture and whatnot, and I'm
He's
always
walked
happy
off
to
by this
obligate them. What?
He's walked off by this point. He just a thumbs up after he says we're going to the Light Peak now. He doesn't need any further explanation.
You're beautiful, Cheshire. I need 50 people like you, or maybe 2. I don't know.
I have a question.
Hmm?
Like, how close are people to anybody who's outside of the main party? Are they looking over at the cart where Kaleido is in?
Only person nearest to you of the rest of the group currently is Sedem.
Oh, am I not there
No,
anymore?
you're in the cart. You're still in the cart. I'm saying the only other person. She said at
the,
outside of the party.
Outside
Oh,
play.
Denim?
Sedem, the guard. The
Is he
Earth
even
Genasi.
paying attention though?
Not to you guys. No, he's focused forward.
Okay, cool. So Kaleido's gonna turn to the rest of the group and go, so hey, I have a secret.
Yeah.
I had a little secret, and I didn't want to tell you because I didn't know if I could trust you or not.
Are you getting Cheshire just from walking?
And I think I can trust you, so I'm gonna show you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting Cheshire with this as well?
If Cheshire is near enough, I will be talking to him too.
He's constantly just pacing from the back of the car to the front.
Yeah, so she'll wave him over. She'll
Or to the
wave
back
him
of the
over.
caravan to the front of the caravan.
Yep.
So yeah.
So yeah, it's
She'll,
party around.
she'll wave him over.
Mhm.
Wave him over. And she will shapeshift back to her regular form.
Would you like to
Eyes are
describe to everyone what you now look like?
Plain white face.
Skin shifts to an unearthly shade of white, but she has patches of completely black and grayish skin mottled over her entire body, kind of like a tortoiseshell cat. But the left half of her face is completely black, divided down the middle.
Oh man.
Her hair is pale is a pale gray, though darker in comparison to some of the spots on her. She's really high cheekbones, a curved nose, thin lips. Her eyes are white with no pupils or irises, and she has long eyelashes.
Cool. Could you at some point type out that and put it in general? Because
Please.
I'd really like that
Hey
description.
Guru, would I know what a changeling is?
Roll a history check.
Actually, can I do that too?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll
Did
let
she
you.
get
Everyone
lots of
can roll that. She shapeshifted into her true form.
Nope.
Okay.
My question is, whose body did she steal to look like that?
I'm just going to keep working with that. Elisha, yes, you have heard of changelings.
That's
Mhm.
18 in total.
18.
17
Okay.
plus.
You've also heard of changelings. You actually have met a changeling, although they were always a bit of a troublemaker for various reasons. It was in the place you were at before where you currently are.
Thought so, yeah.
Yeah, and so they were always a troublemaker, and
You one of the people that tried to start and fight with me?
not with you, but tried to get other people to start fights with you. because he was constantly trying to make bets.
Oh
Ellie is
dear.
reaching forward and touching like the full blackish part of your face.
Oh, you're a changeling.
I am
Okay. He'll
wildly
pat you
taking
on the
notes.
side of the face, then just go back to doing his rounds.
All right.
Phytobleps.
Yes.
Ellie pokes the tongue.
Yep.
The tongue is also black, though.
Oh.
Yes. Dove
It's
also
like the
has heard of
people.
them. The information that you know is that they are hard to pin down. They are. Their body is essentially magically fluid in a way, allowing them to just kind of change their form at need. They generally try to take on forms that suit their needs according to the traits that they're looking for. Sometimes they will take on someone else's identity, which is why you know about them, because you've heard of them and you want to make sure that they don't just do that and impersonate someone with authority. Alasha, you've heard it more in a arcana sense. Most of it is in the sense of people theorizing and trying to pin down how they do it, because being able to just shapeshift your form into another person's, or just into a form that's just not their own, is fascinating, magically speaking.
Kaleido shapeshifts into.
Mm.
Let me get this straight. I think the best way to do it is Kaleido's got the knows the street smarts of it, kind of. Alasha knows the book smarts of it, and Cheshire knows the real street smarts of it.
Kinda, yeah.
Can you type this out for me, Guru? At some point.
At some point, yeah. Just DM me and I will give you more of the details on that.
Cool.
Oh, and Kaleido isn't actually my real name.
Yeah.
My real name, it's not great, so I feel like I like Kaleido more, but it doesn't really matter what you call me. I'm fine with either. My real name is Love.
I'm just surprised the voice is the same. I'm gonna be real.
Oh, she switches. Can she switch? Changelings can switch voices, right?
Dear, that doesn't surprise me.
Technically, because if you're shapeshifting, that would have to
Ellie.
shapeshift with it.
Okay, so she uses Ellie's voice. And by the way,
It's not a perfect mimicry, but it's close enough.
She'll be.
She said she'd be right back.
I mean, she's in the card, but
Yeah.
Paris.
but
will be
shit,
back.
did I explain it all when Paris wasn't here?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. You've explained a good chunk of it was before that.
You didn't. She said be right back right before you.
After she touched your blep tongue.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So during all of this, Dove is staring back at Kaleido like,
Hmm.
you're a changeling. And she's gonna get up and walk towards her. How tall is she again?
Or 11, but she shifts height with whoever she transforms into. So right now she's however tall Ellie is.
I think she actually shrunk. I don't think Ellie's 6 foot, is she?
She's
She's
not
tall.
6
She
foot.
is I remember she was
She's
tall.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, she might be 6 foot. Hold on.
Kaleido
6'1".
shapeshifts into Dove.
Yeah. Ellie is 6'1", yes.
Kaleido is now Dove, by the way.
Dove is just staring. Like, wow.
Mimicking every movement Dove makes. Trying to
Which
the
is
best of her
great, because now
ability.
Dove is circling you, looking over you.
Just so you do know, remember you can only use the shapeshift once.
Oh, I can? Okay, might be then.
You're fine. Yeah, so you'd want to go back into your self.
Yeah, I'm Dove forever though, actually now.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What did I miss?
Hey, Dove?
What did I miss?
I shapeshifted Kaleido shapeshifted into Dove and told the party her real name.
Was a real name.
Real name is Love, but you can call her Kaleido or Love. It doesn't really.
Her name is. Now we have Dove and Love.
Oh, that's cute.
I
Lovey
hate
Dovey. Kaleido is Dove now.
Love is filled with love.
Kaleido is.
Ellie's gonna hug.
Wait, Kaleido
That's
is
what
also
Lovey-
Dove. I meant to say Kaleido is Dove. Kaleido's Dove.
Ellie is hugging you still.
I also have a secret.
Hmm?
I'm not actually a 6 foot tall talking cat. I apologize for lying.
Is he joking?
His face stays dead straight.
Yeah, it's not dry humor. It's perfect.
Everyone is processing what the fuck is talking.
Ellie is now proceeding to poke his face, just to see if he changes.
No. He just stays straight face.
I think he's making a joke.
Oh.
I'm just Kaleido can introduce herself as Dove's twin love.
Oh dear.
That's what's happening. That's absolutely what's happening.
Oh no.
For the next 24 hours.
Change appearance. As an action, you can transform your appearance or revert to your natural form. You can't duplicate an appearance of a creature you've never seen, and you revert to your natural form if you die. Your equipment and clothing don't change inside to match your new form, requiring you to have extra outfits on hand to make the most compelling disguise possible.
Oh, wait, so her
Gross.
clothes like.
So her clothes.
Gross.
Are
Her clothes
still
just kind of fell across her shoulder. They are like hanging off her a little bit because it's kind of small now.
So she's the same size as she is like when
Yeah, because she's small as
changeling and tiefling form are the same size.
Yeah, okay. Even most I'm seeing nothing in here about once a day.
Are you doing the Eberron one or
It's the
the
Eberron. It's the Eberron one.
When I checked Eberron lately, it said only once per dawn.
I think
I'll
it's
say
saying you can only change shape once per dawn.
I'll say it's a number of times equal to your Constitution modifier, just to give you some wiggle room.
I'd say
That's
charisma
0.
for sure.
That
I'd say
is
charisma.
0.
I'd say
Oh,
charisma.
minimum 1.
Say charisma too. Be charisma, please.
We'll work with it. We'll figure that out. For right now, we'll
0 con.
I know.
He said a minimum of 1, so you
I'm
still have
sorry.
1.
This wiggle room isn't actually wiggle room because it does not apply to me.
So she's my
So-
height. I look exactly
4'11",
like
yeah.
her. She looks exactly like me.
Wait, is Dove 4'11"?
No, like she shapeshift into Dove.
Mm-hmm.
But if her height stays the same, wouldn't that make her
Does
shorter?
Does her height stay
No,
the
her
same?
height does not stay the same. She is her height. So it's
Okay,
her,
you
her
keep
clothes is
saying
tighter.
This is what I kept.
You keep saying she's the same height, 4'11". I'm like, Dove's not 4'11".
Yeah.
Dove is
Yeah.
now blushing like, can you please like change?
Hey everyone, I'm Dove's slutty twin in love.
Oh,
You see Sidem starting to shift to turn back around at you.
Kaleido ducks down in the cart. Don't look at me. Shit.
You say something.
Cheshire wants to do the
It's-
most
disgusting.
unsettling stare he can just for fun.
He turns around and looks at sees Chester face and goes nope. Just looks
Ellie's-
back
Yeah.
forward.
No,
At this
the best
point,
part
I
is
feel like he's like legit kind of he creeps everyone on this cart out.
best part is I imagine that Ellie is right beside Cheshire, giving the most disarming smile and waving at him.
Dove is trying to be like, it's nothing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
head
he,
back over.
he saw the face and just turned around. He was like nope.
I'm heading back over to car.
It has to be charisma modifier, otherwise I'm stuck as Dove's slutty twin.
Again, he said minimum of 1, so you can still
Yeah, no,
pay.
but I don't think it costs anything to go into your normal form
Oh,
again.
okay.
Like your
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank
Okay, so I'll do that in like a few hours when I get tired of this one.
Yeah, I'll say
Oh,
per short
shit.
rest.
Okay. Well,
Is car finished with that
going
thing?
to try and
He's still working on it.
fucking bark and like,
He-
can you please change to something else? This is very embarrassing.
I don't really want Kaleido switches back to regular form actually.
I don't understand how that's embarrassing.
Thank you. Dove looks over at Ellie.
Ellie's
and
legit
just
looking
staring.
at you with like the most innocent, I don't
Right,
understand face.
Dove is staring back with the. Are you serious, Faye?
Oh my god, Kaleido
She-
should have
like-
shifted to card.
You don't even need to inside her to be able to tell that she legitimately does not get it.
Hey, to be fair,
Just
Change-
a personal thing.
Changeling can be weird, but you're still standing next to Cheshire, so you're not gonna draw the most attention if he has his mask on.
This is
Oh my
true.
god. She can
I-
shapeshift into Cheshire. Oh my
I-
god.
I don't
Oh my-
understand. Why is it embarrassing?
Much power. Don't worry about
It's
it.
too much power.
Wait, no, I'm curious now. Am I dumb? Am I missing something?
No, you're not dumb. It's just a personal thing. No need to worry about it.
Do you
I'm
not?
just gonna look back.
Is it because
to-
she said she was slutty?
Probably.
You see, Dove stops. She's a little bit sad. She goes, anyways.
I don't understand. I mean, what's wrong with tight clothes? What?
I think you're pretty on the nose with that. Card kind of whispers to you.
What's the matter with tight clothes?
Some people are not a fan. Apparently, she's one of them.
But it actually helps for combat.
I know, but it doesn't help her with combat.
I'm sorry. Do you
because
see what
has
she's
a-
wearing right now? She's wearing a poop shirt. That is probably the worst thing to wear in combat.
Yeah, which is why there are occasions where when you get dressed, you catch Ellie staring at you like, why?
Why is she staring at me? That would make Dove be like,
If you ask, it's legitimately like that's not a tactical advantage, and she'll point to your clothes.
Well, we'll save that for another day. I want her to actually point that out to Dove, but
yeah,
Dove
another
is going to take Kaleido's. She's back in her regular form, right?
Yeah, she said she changed back, I believe.
Back to her normal
Actually, yes.
Kaleido self.
All right, she's going to take Kaleido's cheek. Like, wait, like Kaleido or Love?
Kaleido.
She doesn't care either way.
Like, she doesn't care for the name. She's in her
No, no,
Kaleido
I'm-
form. She's
in
the
Kaleido
tiefling
form.
again.
Okay, all right. In that case, she's just looking her over and be like, okay. Well, I'm glad you can trust us enough to tell us that you're a changeling.
I just kind of just wanted to have it like an excuse to shapeshift into somebody else who's in our, who was our friend. Because it's really funny when
Can you change it to him? And she points to Carl.
yeah, I can, but I need to like take a little nap
Oh, okay.
before I do it again.
Do you want a cushion if you do decide to take a nap?
Please.
Ellie's gonna move up and like sit so that her legs are together and pat her thigh.
Okay, she sleeps.
Dev is going to stare for a moment before nodding to herself and sitting right back to sit down.
I've been told that my thighs are very thick, and I think the guy used the word juicy even though he hasn't eaten them, so I don't understand. So I thought they would make a good cushion.
See is like it means like sexy, I think, but like in a thick way.
But I'm not sexy.
Huh.
I barely register as pretty.
Lies.
Lies
So Elash is like laughing, but looking at you like, "Oh my gosh, you're serious."
Oh, you're so pretty.
At this point, Cheshire comes back for with a cup of hot chocolate, just hands it to Goliath.
Hot chocolate, walk off.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, I don't get it. I'm big and tall, and I'm scary. I'm not as smart as her. I'm not as wise as her. And I'm not as charismatic as you.
Yes,
I
but
mean,
you are very strong, and I must say, sometimes that is exactly what people are looking for.
Normal guys
Yeah.
get scared of me because I can beat them.
That's because they're coward.
Stupid.
At this point in y'all could probably tell it's a nervous stab from the way she looks. She has like a piece of her hair and is just combing her hands through it.
Well, I think a bunch of like toxic masculinity in them. Always have to be better than like a girl, and that's like stupid. So they're wrong.
I couldn't agree more.
Maybe there was something that happened where they got scared of a girl, or maybe they were raised by a bunch of boys who didn't teach them right.
That's actually quite accurate. It's a societal issue.
I personally don't get it.
You come from a different society, of course. You come from a society where it doesn't matter who is strong. It's just that if you are stronger, then you are able to take what you want. But
Dad is stronger than Mom, but Mom scares him still because she can take away her healing.
Exactly. Strength is not necessarily that of a limb. It can be that of skill, it can be that of ability, as your mother has so earnestly shown. So when you have power, no matter where it happens to come from, you are essentially in charge. And men have issues when they are not in charge.
She has like, she kind of like blinks for a second, like she doesn't quite understand, and you can see the wheels in her head turning before it's like, ding!
Fido starts clapping.
You hear her say that, and people are just telling Cheshire to do crap, and he just goes doing just not caring. Sorry.
Okay, so pretty much what it is they think that they're in charge, but they're too weak to be in charge, and then they get upset because they are too weak and the other person is stronger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like there was a guy back home who did that, and I think my sister, which was really funny, I think my sister lit his hair on.
Yeah, that's the best one. That's like the best trick in the book.
Oh, you're talking about Reggie? Oh man, that's what happened to him. I thought he cut his hair out of fear of, you know. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna finish that. I'm not gonna reveal his shame to everyone here.
He made a comment about my behind, roped me, and then Abigail said something, and he, you know,
on fire.
He got off easy in comparison to what I would have done to him.
Well,
oh my God, you should kill him.
To be fair, Abigail also isn't as strong as she currently is. Setting his hair on fire was probably just because that was all she could do at the time. You've seen her running around now. She probably would have just immolated him and been done with it.
Abigail?
Oh, I have a younger sister named Abigail. She's not really all that strong, and she's actually kind of sickly. But she knows magic. But she's not a healer, so it's very confusing.
That's like me.
His face softens up
Perhaps.
for a split second, goes back to straight face, and he goes, cool. You know, go and just dick around some more, do whatever the fuck people need him to do.
Of course.
Oh, Treasure's like, neat.
Neat.
Like, if you have to go back, like, you should totally find that guy and kill him.
I can't kill him per se.
Do it.
Please
Still
don't.
here?
Please don't kill
Dumb
the people that I'm.
them, but probably paying attention.
Let's kill the man.
No.
Let's kill the man.
I have to keep him safe, and
Why?
because he's going to be one of the people I rule over, and he's also.
But if you're in charge, then you like can do whatever you want.
He's supposed to be one of my suitors.
Oh, that's
That's
like
a
you can. That means you can
slippery
kill him more.
You could, but you need to have a good reason to. You can't indiscriminately kill people and not expect there to be consequences.
I
Well,
know,
I mean,
right?
he
It's like
started
so
it.
weird. You hear
Where did you come
Softpaw.
from?
Softpaw just pops out from underneath one of the blankets.
Softball gets it.
I'm gonna turn back and be
Besides, he
like,
like deserved the. Besides, that guy sounds like he was like a dick. So like that's reason enough, right?
I mean, he runs from me now. Well,
my
when
God,
I
that makes
left.
So much more fun when you can like chase them down and get them. That's my favorite.
It sounds like playing cat and mouse. I like that game.
Exactly like that. Me too.
soft paw is my.
Well, if we go home, I will let you not kill him,
Oh,
but I will let you set his coat on fire.
that's. I can work with that. That's fine.
Karg, I think I made a
Realize-
bad mistake.
You've made a terrible error, but I'm not going to correct you on this.
Oh my
You
God, I
have to
wonder what
learn
kind of-
somehow.
Oh wait, Dove is still here. Crime mom.
Rhyme, Mom.
She's here to stop all the crimes.
She's a cop, don't trust her.
Stop the crimes. Is she like listening? Is she?
She is. She's just not saying anything to them, so it looks like she's not listening, but
She's paying rapt attention.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh, Dove.
yes.
Have you ever killed someone before? Because you're like a cop, right? And cops do that.
That noise!
That's Karg. He's like looking at her like, we literally saw her stab a person the first day
I
we
mean, but,
met.
like, the
Outside
line of
that,
duty.
That was her
Who have
line of
you
duty.
killed? Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. It's been a long time. How many
She'd
people have you
still
killed?
say in self-defense, and that's the only time I would
Well, that makes
do anything
sense.
to someone.
Hi, I'm James Agent.
Welcome to the kill camp.
I don't keep track of quote-unquote kill count. It's not important to me.
Oh, that makes sense.
I haven't actually killed anyone other than those people and a few bandits. But
That
I've knocked
counts.
a lot of people out.
Yeah.
Is a kill. And that's just how it is.
Well, in that case, Dawn, guess what I'm about to roll for this?
Oh no.
100. Cheshire, by the way, while y'all do it, he's like.
We're mature.
Oh, in that case, I've killed 69 people.
Oh, nice.
She was having a
Okay,
good
that's
day.
out of 100.
I'm gonna. But like Cheshire brings enough. He brings like a platter of hot chocolate,
Mhm.
and basically as soon as you all take one, he just fucking throws the platter into a random cart. And just sits.
Mhm.
He's done. He's passed out hot chocolate. Everybody's done. He's sitting
Oh, I
down.
thought you.
Yeah.
I thought you meant he frisbeed it off into the distance.
no.
I hope he did.
He frisbeed it into a random cart, just like
Okay.
further down the line, and just frisbeed that.
Was
I
Dean
would've
just got
laughed.
bonked in the head?
Right,
Somebody
I
just
was
got
about to step
bonked.
left to one of the driver
What
got
the
hit.
fuck Richard did, basically.
What the fuck, Richard? That's
Oh god.
Cheshire's the one throwing the disc. Duff's the one going, "What the fuck, Richard?"
So, yeah, he just sits back down, and we'll sit with you guys.
Hey, everyone.
I was having a good day, and those people were. That's that. I'll tell that story later.
Probably a pretty good
Okay.
idea.
Are we there yet?
Continue.
There-
No worries. Continue. I knew that was what we were gonna need. Go ahead.
Before we continue on, during that entire thing where everyone was just talking, I probably leaned over to them a little bit and be like, "How much of that did you hear?"
Oh, I heard all of it. I just don't care.
I realized something
Hmm.
too. They still haven't done something thought they were gonna do by now, which I'm kind of surprised.
What?
DM it to me.
Can I roll 20 damage?
Sure. Just whisper it.
Um,
/W. And to me.
So, Dove is going to just let out a little sigh. That's a bit embarrassing.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. I'm surprised
I
myself,
thought,
but you know.
yeah, I thought that would be the one first things I did.
Hmm. Yeah, well, they're busy people. So for
So we've had a long rest at this point. I get
Yeah,
to choose
long.
what spells I can do on a long rest.
You could have done it last long rest, man.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
we've had one. I just want to make sure that I can do it every.
Yeah.
every long rest, of course.
Well,
As long as you have a spell
you
book.
prepare.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to prepare it.
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of spells that I haven't got prepared, but just want to make sure.
Of course. Um, Borum is going to be at the base of the Light Peak Mountains, as well as the base of the High Stone Mountain. If you want, we can expedite the journey for the next 7 days, or we can have a pit stop in one of the villages.
Expedite.
All right.
Expedite.
Expedite.
That works for me.
Is
yeah,
there, is there
whatever anyone wants to
Yep,
do.
no worries. Is there anything you wish to accomplish in those 7
Yes.
days?
Yes, Kaleido.
Wait,
if
actually, if we
possible-
could
Oh, wait, one at a
stop
time.
at one. Sorry.
Kaleido can find. She wants to find a book about language.
You're not going to find it on this until you probably get to Borum.
I like different villages that we stop in. I assume on the way there.
Yep, and most of them don't have bookshops.
Have bookstore. Okay.
Would any of them sell that that bark that Wolf told Dove about?
Make an investigation check.
Could I possibly also, while she's doing that, I want to find some porcelain.
Porcelain.
Oh.
Can I offer assistance to Dove?
She's looking for it by herself, so I'm going to say no.
No, she won't ask for assistance either. So yeah, I don't find any.
Yep. You're in the wrong area to buy it. This isn't the sort of place that has a lot of that.
Shit.
Well, Guru,
Let's see here.
mask is made of porcelain are more sturdy than mask made of clay.
Right. It is technically a form of pottery. Let's see here. Make an investigation check.
While he's doing that, Dawn, another thing that Dove would do
Mm-hmm.
at the different villages, she'd ask around.
16, 15 naturally.
Okay.
She'd ask around about. I think you said it was Canis.
Right.
Wolf's one of Wolf's other identities,
Mhm.
and she'd ask if they had seen him around or heard of him, whatever, trying to get information.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Before you jump in, Butters, hold on. I'm just gonna quickly answer a question. Most of the people you speak with, no one's heard of him. They're like, oh, you mean about Kenny? There's Kenny. There's no Kenis? No, I don't know a Canis.
Penis.
That is the right name, right?
Mhm.
Okay, just making sure.
Hey, Dove. This is just some point during the break. Hey, Dove.
Yes.
Oh, you're a changeling, not her, but that wolf guy changeling.
The wolf guy's no. He's a furbolg. But
He's just to make sure. I'm not gonna roll inside. I just
Press
want to
X
give
to
her
doubt.
the. I just want to give her the eyes that make her feel bad.
Make her feel
Puppy
bad.
eyes!
No, not puppy dog eyes. Just if you are lying, I just want to make you feel bad while just looking at.
Would she be able to tell?
Roll.
Do I need to?
I'll say that with your passive insight, he's like trying to actively do this. I'll say that you're able to passively
Alright.
recognize what he's doing.
I promise you I'm telling the truth.
I rolled a
He
natural
is-
one. I don't know what for, but I rolled a natural one.
Okay.
Mhm.
I promise I am not lying to you. He is a folk.
He just walks away. He's looking for porcelain.
Yep. With your search for porcelain, you do find information about porcelain.
Yeah.
You don't find porcelain itself. What you find is that most of the people who know how to make and have the actual highest quantity of porcelain is going to be in Hellison.
Fuck me.
Mm.
Can I find a canoe?
There is a. Hold your horses. Hold on.
I love
There-
you. I love you.
There, there is a few people in Dervok, and Borum might have a few places that have it. It's rare that it reaches that far out of Hellison, but it's worth a shot. So you can put that in your notes. That those 3 places are likely to have it, with Hellison being the most likely, Borum being the least likely, but more likely than anywhere else. And I will type out Dervok to you real quick.
It's just a fucking place where we can fucking find everything we fucking need.
It's not.
Fussy canoe.
Waiting for that. Waiting
Um,
for the time.
Does any of the villages that we pass sell any kind of clothes?
Close?
Like less like casual workers' clothes, quite formal,
Formal?
not quite formal, but casual, just plain brown pants.
Oh, just like pants and stuff?
A dress.
Simple, like a kind of like a Western farmhand style dresses, not like the elegant, ball dress.
Ellie is going to approach the Lawsons. It's a very light and shy tugging, which should already put you on fuck.
There isn't anything that Ellie does that's light. Yes.
I have a favor to ask you.
What is?
You see, this is going to sound weird. You're always very well dressed, and you always look very pretty. So I need your help to shop. Thing. She's rubbing the back of her neck because she says,
Okay, so here's. You've been hanging around Alasha for a while now. She's usually calm, very composed. You see her eyes like sparkle,
"Oh dear."
and she immediately stands up, shuts her notebook, and says, "I'd be delighted."
I need a dress.
All right, what are you thinking?
That's the thing. I don't know what fit me.
What do you want the dress for?
She stays silent, but she looks embarrassed.
You can whisper it. I promise I won't judge.
I'm gonna DM it to you just for funsies, man.
Alright. He's taking this.
Where the fuck are you on my list? There it is.
Well, there.
Mhm.
I was
You were what?
hoping I could collide.
You're cutting in and out at me.
You're out.
Yeah, you were cutting in and out.
Is everything good though?
Everything's good
it
now.
is.
Okay. I was hoping I could show Kaleido those black liquid.
You
For
want her
him.
to look over the vials.
Yes, the vials, so that she could possibly make more when she learns what it is and what it does and all that stuff.
Okay.
Speaking of that, I want to look for 2 things, and I want a herbalism kit.
Okay.
Herbs.
And can I find either of those in anywhere we go?
1 second. Let me.
And I whispered that to Matt, so this should be entertaining.
Mm.
Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Let me see here real quick.
I'll probably see Durvok in the fucking chat.
Yeah, Durvok.
Durvok!
Durvok is one of the places I mentioned, and I want to make sure that
No,
Wendy
I
put
know,
into his-
I know, but do you ever, after saying Leviosa, I can only imagine someone saying Durvok.
What
And
was
just
Durbach about again?
fitting it.
Might have missed that.
One of the 3 places that Cheshire was told where porcelain is. Hellisen is the main producer of it. Durvok also has quite a number of them, and Boren has a few. Kaleido
Shit,
Co-
Do I need to renew my alchemist?
Yes, you
thing?
need to restock on them if you wanted to make anything else.
Can I try to get that too?
Yes, you
Or
can.
availability of these things.
Um,
Can I get the canoe?
There's no canoes that you find. You look for them.
Okay.
No one's selling them. You're too far away from the coast at the moment.
Shit. Fuck.
Yeah,
Bummer.
bummer about that.
I really wanted that canoe.
Real sorry, I don't interrupt.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll get to you in a moment, I promise.
No problem.
For the alchemist's supplies, to restock it, I'd say if you're wanting to fully restock it, it would be 25 gold. The herbalism kit is 5 gold.
I killed man. I killed man.
25. Oh my god, I don't want to I want a book though. What if the book's really expensive?
Book's usually 25 gold.
Alright, so herbalism kit and the alchemist thing too. So how much is that?
Altogether, 30 gold.
Yeah. What's 74 minus 30?
44.
44.
It's time to make me some potions. Make some potions.
Sorry, I'm back with a miss.
Alchemist kit.
She's restocking her alchemist kit so she can make stuff and look over stuff. She got a herbalism kit.
Yeah, what do I do? What do I make with that? I can make potions, but can I make really good potions?
Depends on the role, which you're
Okay.
currently not considered proficient with the herbalism kit.
How do I get proficient in that? Is that like a thing I can do?
It's something you can eventually do. No one here is really selling a how-to guide on how to use it. So researching the things inside it and trying to figure out what to do with it are some of your best bets. Actually trying to make potions is another option. Not necessarily, going to be the option that you take immediately, but it is options.
I want a potion.
I want a potion.
Potion.
Yes, you
Yes, potion.
Come on.
Please.
Please, can I have a potion?
I can't.
Does my background give me any shit with that?
No.
Hit it again.
Because it doesn't.
That's not how that works.
Else with there must have been something I missed here.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan.
Before you go, I know you got something you want to say. Mad was asking a question as well.
Oh, right. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Cool, so I'm gonna go help Ellie out with shopping, but I wanted to make 2 things known. First of all, I have tracked down that gentleman and collected my wings.
Of course.
How much did I
Roll
get?
roll a charisma check.
Okay, let's see.
Damn, nice.
Alright.
Okay. You speak well enough that they believe you.
Mm-hmm. I was like, I have no witnesses. I'm gonna actually have to convince them.
I mean, technically
Yeah.
you do.
But at the same time, okay,
Mm-hmm.
low ball roll, but okay. So the total you get back from your, how much did you invest in this?
I
gold.
think I put in like. Did I? I thought I put
You
in
said
like.
2 gold.
Oh yeah.
You get back 16 gold.
Damn! Oh shit!
Right.
What is this fucking?
Hell
Why?
Hell yeah.
I demand reparations since I was the object of this fucking bet.
You didn't
don't
even
know
know
about
about
it.
the bet.
No, I don't know.
Oh, kiss that.
So, you get back some gold. So you've got your reparations.
Some? I think 16 is a lot more than some when you put in 2. That's like saying, oh, I put in $20. Here's 160.
That's a fucking blessing. The fuck?
That is making off like a bandit.
It really is. I'm now that much.
60 to 300 before.
Mm-hmm.
I've made 750 gambling.
Nice. Gambling is great, especially illegal gambling. That's the best.
Oh no, she was literally playing my rogue was literally playing like fucking poker in the Thieves Guild.
Oh no, I was talking about in real life.
Oh boy, I wish I made $750 off gambling. Are you kidding me?
As someone who has been born and raised in Vegas, gambling's not that great, guys.
I would
It's really not.
shit. I would shit a brick if I won $750. Are you kidding me?
It would be amazing.
The second thing,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be pouring over that book that's in Primordial that I understand is probably going to take a while to fully decode, but I'd like to take some time to work on that.
Of course.
And given that I only need to sleep 4 hours a day,
You're
figure
getting quite a bit of time.
Mm.
Is
Yeah.
the decoding process that's going to give you the most difficulty with it? Most of what you're able to, like, are you going from like the middle, just from the front to back?
I mean, geez,
I want to know where you were starting from. Like, are you someone who's just like, I don't give a care where I'm starting, just go right through it, or just start from the beginning and meticulously go through it?
I mean, Alasha is not exactly the haphazard researching kind of person. She'd start from the beginning because she would figure that's what makes most sense.
Okay.
I mean, starting from the middle, that's like, what the heck? You're gonna get half the story, and then you're gonna go back and get the other half, and then you're gonna go back to the middle. It just, ugh.
Yeah. Gross.
Question.
Yes.
Yeah, did Shovel like going through these towns find anything that would like keep his hands busy these days, like during these days? Because he's the type of
Sure.
person. You know what I meant. You know what I meant.
Mhm.
Don't test me. He's the type of person that could stare into space and not care, but he might as well try to find something to do.
Yep. You likely were given different tasks as you were walking along, either to help with different things or to just hold on to things as someone else would be doing something else. One of the people asked if you wanted to learn how to do a cat's cradle with the strings and whatnot. It looked fun. The cat's cradle where you have like the string. You
have the string between your fingers, and sometimes you'll make shapes or you'll wrap it around in complex knots.
Cheshire politely says no.
They figured as much, but they offered.
He's good with his hands, but like
Not
I
that
want
good.
to see what Alasha gets.
Yeah,
Because
we're going back to
Ellie's
Alasha.
completely in her care.
Mhm. We'll
I
get to that.
see.
Do you want to go over the clothes or the book first?
Up to you.
I'll go over the clothes first, because if necessary, we can do like the book in downtime or something, because I don't know how late we're going.
Yeah, I'll send it to you in DMs to go over that, so that way if it's brought up later, we can make note of that.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yep, no worries. Alright. So, you stop in one of the towns to get some clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Should I ask what type of clothes you are being asked to assist with? Hold on, let me see.